Hey, what is up, guys? Welcome back. So, I haven't done Dragon's B10 in quite a long time. I decided to do a few runs on video. I've mostly just been doing like B7 for the past few weeks. Wait, oh crap, this is bad. We'll kill the Colt. Hope they both hit different targets and they don't crit. Okay, we're good. Ooh, that was close. Yeah, so I wanted to do a few runs of Dragon's B10. I don't have a lot of sigils this week because I've mostly been farming Golem's B10, and I've just been trying to collect some gems, gather some Astro gems, so I have some gold to upgrade a lot of the gems that I'm getting. And I'm trying to gem up a lot of new monsters, and that's why I've been looking to try to get a few more decent gems that I would consider to be usable. The other thing I wanted to do in this video is I wanted to do a just basically gem upgrades, because I haven't done gem upgrades in quite a long time, and I thought it would be a pretty good idea to do this on video just to show you guys what I personally would consider worth keeping versus like stuff that I would normally sell. So I think that actually might be a pretty good idea. I only have a few sigils left. I think I only have like 8 maybe, so that's like only 4 more runs. Hopefully we can get like one decent gem that we would keep, but if not, that's also fine. Aw, sad. So close. The type of gems that I'm looking for are mostly Pugilist Resist, because Resist is really important in PvP, and Pugilist is also very strong in PvP. So if you combine the two together, it makes things really sweet. The other thing is I'm looking for crit rate siphon gems, because I already have a lot of attack siphon gems, and kind of the only way I can up my farming game is if I have more siphon gems that have even higher crit rate. So that's what I'm trying to put together right now. Alright, we'll kill this purse. I think this might be a lucky run. It's kind of hard now because I need both, like I need it to be a siphon gem, I need it to be attack percent, and I also need crit rate on it. So that's actually quite difficult to achieve. I haven't been farming story that much lately. I've been farming a lot more golems just to try to get my gold up a little bit, because I feel like they're gonna introduce like a new monster or a new event or something where I need to spend a lot of Astro gems for, and that I'm kind of just saving up, having some Astro gems in reserve, kind of planning ahead, just in case. You know, it actually might be like more beneficial for me to use my Astro Gems to summon, like maybe during Heroes Fest or Clan Fest, to try to get Nat 5s. But I like the new like shiny monsters that they introduce. So I'm kind of like saving up for those, like the Mari, the Chloe and stuff. I still haven't built my Chloe because I need to use a lot of gleams, and I really don't have that many gleams, so she's kind of just chilling in my storage right now, waiting one day for me to build her. I also don't have a lot of Nat 5, so there's not really anything that's like worth gleaming. So my gleams are kind of like, I'm kind of just saving up a lot of my gleams, and maybe if I save up enough, I'll probably just evolve that Chloe just to have that monster. If you guys have never seen my Dragon's B10 team before, this is the basics of it. It's very simple to put together, but I basically you can replace a lot of these monsters, but it might not be as stable because these are like already the best versions of whatever job that they provide. Basically, the concept is simple. I get 2 monsters that have some sort of 100% CC, and then I get 2 other monsters you know, one nuker and then one like monster that has 100% def down. And all you want to do is you want to def down the dragon. The other reason why my team is a lot better is because these two monsters, on their second skill, they also have defense down. So in case my first monster misses, the other two can land this, and then I can put some damage on the dragon. Try to not push him over 50% so he doesn't do his AoE. He kills everybody, or he kills someone at random, and then I nuke him afterwards to death. And then it basically results in a perfect run. There's a lot of monsters you can use to replace these, but they're not as good. Like, your teams won't be as stable, but they can still kind of do the same job. Like, if you don't have Dark Thor, Water Shelly's like probably your best choice. Light Sparkit you can replace with Light Arthur if you took the contract for him. There's also like Light Medusa from a previous Rebirth. You can actually go with 2 Dark Nikes as well if you happen to have 2. You can also replace Dark Nike with like Wood Yaksha. Wood Yaksha is pretty good. There's a few. Are there any Light Tiger? Light Tiger is very, very good as well to use. Basically, you want some sort of offensive lead, so either crit damage or crit rate lead, and then you want to have like everybody with like 100% crit, so they always do the same amount of damage. I think even if I were to use RGB versions of these monsters, I would actually still try to push 100% crit, so they always would do the maximum amount of damage possible. Well, not maximum, but like maximum would be to go triple attack with really high crit rate. Like, you might get higher DPS, but I want to make sure they always do the same amount of damage consistently. So that's kind of why. So he doesn't hit my Nike. Alright, good stuff, good stuff. The other good thing about having multiple dark monsters is if one of them gets low, like if you only have one dark monster, in a situation like that, it would always hit your one dark monster, so it makes things a lot more risky if you only have one dark monster. And this is why, like, I think this team is pretty much near perfection, because it has everything I need. I think the only other thing is if I happen to have like better gems, it might have been better for me to just like use two Dark Nikes instead, or something like that. Or if I was like lucky enough to get like a Dark Shinobi, I'd probably replace Dark Gatito with that. But that's like super, super rare, because he is a light Dark Nat 5. Alright, we only have a few more runs left, and still no good gems. We only have 2 runs left, but that's fine. I wasn't planning to do a lot of dragons this week anyways, because I was just I already have my second Jin at Evo 3, so I'm kind of just chilling. I'll eventually build a 3rd Jin, and possibly a 4th one. Actually, I'll probably build a 3rd and 4th one, just so I can farm certain story maps faster. And then at that point, I'll probably go back and start doing story mode again. Just like really doing story mode again. Just to try to get more like Siphon crit rate gems, so I can farm stories super fast. And I still don't know why I need to do that, like why I need to farm story super fast. It's kind of like I'm farming a story to speed up my story farming team so I can farm story some more. It's like it's pretty crazy. But the good thing is, like, eventually if it becomes really, really fast, I will be able to get better gem quality, because I'll be able to get more runs, and you know, it'll just be good. It'll be a benefit. The downside is I have to spend more time doing dragons if I have more dragon sigils. But that basically just depends on how serious you want to be. Alright, I didn't land any my armor breaks. But if Thor still lands it, we can still do a perfect clear. Alright. Thor has failed me. We're just going to have to nuke him and take his dragon breath. It's sad. It's sad he went for my Spark Hit. If he went for like Victoria instead, it might have worked because my Spark Hit might have been able to land the armor break and we would have been able to kill the dragon afterwards. Alright, last run, guys. We'll kill the bee. Stun this. Stun this. A lot of people try to double stun the purse. But in my experience, I find it better to always stun the one on the side, even if it's just a Killabat, because sometimes the Killabats really ruin your runs. If they, for example, put attack down on your Gatito, you're not able to kill it in the next turn. And it just makes it really, really annoying. So like, and then the purse gets a full bar after she attacks, so she has that T morale boost. You know, if she ever gets an actually wait, she probably won't get an attack. I don't know. It feels like. It's like going for the higher, it's like higher risk, higher reward, because if you try to stun the person, you actually do get her stunned, then that's more beneficial. But I have another line of defense in case that she's not stunned on the first turn, because she can actually attack one of these 3 units, and if she attacks my Thor or Dark Victoria, then I'm actually still fine, because she can't one-shot these 2 unless she crits. That's why I like to stun the side unit and then stun her after. I don't think I explained that properly. If I don't stun the Killabat, it could put attack down on me, or if I don't stun one of the bees or something and it crits and it attacks my Gatito, it basically creates one extra threat. And my Gatito has like very, very low resistance. Oh wait, I stunned the wrong unit. Shit. No, it's gonna crit. See what happens. See what happens if I don't keep the bees stunned. Alright, this is good. Oh, if only had, like, if I had like these 2 max skilled, even if the Gatito dies on this dragon turn, they might actually still be able to kill the dragon. I just need better gems, I think. If I can put Thor or Victoria on like Valor or Ruin, then things would be perfect. Like it would make the sickest Dragons B10 team. It would be super stable. Alright, last run. See if I get a usable gem. And nope. Alright, let's go upgrade some gems. Alright, I think I have enough gold to do any type of upgrade I want, but I'm not going to spend all of it because I'm mostly waiting for free, well not free, but like that discount gem upgrade day, so I can spend a lot of my gold upgrading my gems to plus 15. Because I do actually have quite a few gems that I do want to take to plus 15. But for today, what we're going to do is we're going to go and take a look at possible gems that might, that could be good. And then, wait, actually, I have a lot of gems that aren't supposed to be here. Wait, what is this? Where'd all these bad gems? Wait, this one's not good. Alright, wait, let me... I think I forgot to clear stuff. Because usually I clear it, and then I keep the gems that are worth keeping. So I guess this is a pretty good chance to show you guys like what gems I would consider worth keeping, like when you're at really late game. Something like this is just like 2 substats. Ruin gem I normally would not keep, because basically to make this useful I need to spawn resist and crit for this to be like a top tier gem. The chance of that happening is actually quite low. And even if it spawns resist plus crit, it still needs very high crit. So normally I wouldn't gem like my aggressors with ruin anyways. So I usually just sell these. These type of gems I would always keep if they have 3 substats, and especially 2 of them are good substats. I would always keep. I'm gonna +3 that gem later to see what type of substats that it spawns. Now I'm a lot more strict with my square gems, especially if I'm farming B10, because I have a lot more square gems from farming B8 before. So I usually, unless they're super good, I would usually sell them. Something like this, normally wouldn't need. Defense Valor gems, I think I have a lot of those. I don't really need those. Now this one's a 4 substat defense life gem, and it has resist, so I'm going to keep that one. This one has resist as well, so I think all the other ones are all the gems that I kept. And I can actually go through them and tell you guys why I kept them. So this one is, I mentioned from before, because it's a conviction gem with HP and it's triangle, so I don't have a lot of triangles. I'm going to upgrade it, see if it spawns resist. If it does not spawn resist, then I will sell it. It's that simple. It does have 2 good substats, so it's actually not too bad. Most of these gems I'll be using on aggressors or tanks, and it did not spawn resist, so I'm going to have to sell it. This one is it basically has 3 shitty substats. It only has that 1 resist. So usually for these gems, I would take it to +6, see if it goes into resist, because I'm hoping, because this is a 4 substat gem. The reason why this gem is better than the others is because I have 4 chances for it to roll into resist. So this gem actually has a potential for it to become like a 30% resist substat gem. So I'm gonna try to upgrade it to +6 and see if it can go into resist at least once. This way I might be able to, you know, push this gem to its maximum potential. Well, not maximum. It already can't reach its maximum potential because the +3 went into the flat HP. We're gonna see if the +6 at least goes into the resist. If it does not, then this gem really isn't worth keeping. Like, this is no different from a 2 substat gem at this point. So basically, like, if it was a HP and flat HP, then yeah, maybe like a life set HP flat HP. But this is a defense one, so it's not as important or as good. For HP aggressors. So I decided to sell that one. This one's a 3 substat gem. Now it already has resist. I'm going to try to get it to +3. And normally these gems I would always take to +6 to try to see if it can go into resist. I might take it to +9 if the extra substat that it spawns is good, like a defense %. I might keep this. So it spawned an attack %, which is actually not too good for aggressors, but it could be alright for tanks. So I'm going to see if the +6 actually goes into resist. Because even if it spawned a flat substat, I still would have tried to take it to +6 and see if it gave me resist. If it goes into one of these 3, it actually still might be worth going into or taking to +9. Alright, I'm not sure how many triangle HP conviction gems I have. But I think I do actually already have quite a few. Not a lot of HP, but I do have a lot of defense ones. Alright, let's take that one to +9. See if it goes into resist. If it does not, then I might actually still just sell it. Wait, where did it go? We'll go recent. Oh, this one. Wait, no, it was this one. It kind of went to shit. Like, out of all the things it could have went into, it went into the flat recovery, which is pretty bad. I might throw this on a secondary aggressor if it goes into resist. If it doesn't, I can still throw it on a Titansmon, but I don't really gem Titansmon that much. Might still be worth using. I'm not too sure. I'll see if there's any mons that really need it. If not, then oh, nice. Alright, it went to resist, so I can use this on a secondary aggressor. Nothing on like my primary teams because it could go into resist one more time and give me like 20-something% resist. So it still has that potential, but it's very low because there's only a 1 in 4 chance that happens at this point. So this one's wait, what was this one again? Or this one has like 3 good substats besides the flat recovery. It's a protection defense gem, and it's also diamond. I don't have a lot of these, so I normally would just keep them. These gems are a little bit harder. You really want a lot of resist on them, but it's not too easy. But any gem with like both crit rate and resist on them, I would normally just try to see. All right, it went once into resist, so this is already definitely a keeper. Okay, so this is something else that I would always hunt for, and they are Valor or Ruin gems that have attack, and basically they need to have crit rate and a lot of substats. So I really don't care at all what other substats it spawns. Like, this crit damage is a nice bonus. The HP is pretty good that it's not a flat substat, but it doesn't matter to me. All that matters is this crit rate. I want it to go into crit rate, and if it doesn't do that, then this gem isn't really really useful. Now, because it is a triangle gem, if the +6 doesn't go into crit rate, I'll take it to +9 and try. If the +9 doesn't go into crit rate, I would most likely... Oh, nice. It went to... Oh, nice. This went to crit. Alright, for fun, I'll take this to +9. But this is already, like, a keeper. Because it's an attack Valor gem, I could throw these on my other random sappers or monsters that I'm using for, like, video purposes. I actually have monsters that I use for video purposes. Like farmable monsters, like my Monas and stuff. Because a lot of times when I'm trying to show off teams and stuff, like, you know, even farmable monsters can do this. I would always, you know, fall back to my Monas. Water Monas, of course. Ooh, nice. 20% crit attack Valor gem. Alright, this actually might be pretty sick. Let's take the +12. This is already a good gem. It's not the highest tier, but it's pretty high tier because it's 3 rolls into crit, although they were low rolls. If I want it to be really good, I need at least 20. I think it's 22% from substats in order to reach 100%. Oh, actually, no, I only need 21, because if I can get 2 perfect rolls on another attack gem, so basically it's 1% short, and that makes it like not as good as like a top tier attacks Valor gem. But we'll take it to +12. If I'm like super lucky, it goes into crit again, then it would automatically become like an extremely good gem. It's unfortunate. If it had like 1% more, it would have been perfect. That's all I really need. Just need 1% more. Because the difference between the 1% and not having this 1% is I could have another attack gem that has 7.5 roll or crit roll on one of the rolls, and another 7.5, adding up to 15%. If I had 21%, 15 plus 21 is 40. Wait, no, 46. Is it? Am I right? Wait, no, it's 36. God damn it! Why is my math so bad? 36. Yes. Yeah, my math is so fucking bad. It's 36, right? And your monster has a base of 10%, so that's 46% crit. And a 6-star crit gem gives 54% crit, so it can add up to 100%, exactly 100% crit. If you had a crit rate gem with 21, so even if I pair this up with a 15% crit gem, it would only add up to 99% crit, which is not as good as 100% crit. So this gem is still good because I could pair this up with another 3 roll attack gem, another 3 low roll attack gem, and still reach 100% crit. So this is definitely a keeper. All right, so this is I don't even remember where this came from. I think it had crit rate resist. It only had 2 substats, I think. I got it to +6 to see if it could spawn anything good, and it happened to spawn 2 non-flat substats, so I kept it. But I still need it to go into resist. It's kind of the... because it was a life gem with HP %, I decided to keep it. But I still need this to go into resist for this to be a good gem. It was a very low roll, but I do have 12%, so that's not too bad. Actually, this already isn't really a top tier gem, because even if I got a perfect roll, it would only give me 21% resist. Actually, that would still make it a top tier gem. For a life set, it's not too bad. Could probably still use this on an aggressor, but I actually still would not use it on one of my main aggressors. I'd probably use it on a secondary aggressor. So something like the Dark Birdies and stuff. Probably throw this on them. This is a Valor HP gem with resist, recovery, defense. I think I was just waiting to see if it could spawn crit rate. So I might use this on one of my like hybrid built monsters, or possibly on one of my Titans mons. It's not too good. It's not too good. It has no crit. Yeah, it's not really worth using. I'd much rather use like a life or protection set than Valor. Valor is mostly just for attacks, just to boost that extra bit of attack on some of my attackers. It's kind of what I use it for. If it doesn't have crit, then it's not really worth using. Alright, this gem I'm gonna try as well, see if it can give me, it can all roll into crit, and make itself a good gem. I went to attack, it's not too bad, could still be pretty good. It does have 1 flat recovery, which probably it's gonna roll like twice into this. I already feel it. I knew it. Alright, you're gone. That roll just triggered me too much. This gem's kind of the same, in the same category as I think this one. It's already spawned the resist. I basically had 3 substats. I went, and the +3 gave me resist, meaning that it has 2 of the most sought after substats already, and it's a life HP gem. So basically take this to +6. Actually, this is a gem I would take to +12, just to see if I can get just like 1 roll into resist, and it would still be pretty good on like a secondary aggressor. All right, this one's already a keeper. We're gonna have to keep that one. Now this is a life defense gem. It's not as good as a life HP gem, but it does have it's a 4 substat gem with resist. So basically what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to get a gem that has like very high rolls in resist, because it's a 4 substat gem, and all 3 of the other substats are just complete garbage. Well, not the flat HP. This isn't like complete garbage, but it could be better. And it goes into HP. Basically, I roll again. This is like the first gem I upgraded. If the +6 doesn't go into resist, it's already not even as good as a 2 substat gem, so I might as well just sell it. We'll probably go down through these, and then like through these dragon gems until we probably reach here. I think that should be a pretty good place to stop. All right, so moving on. This is a conviction gem with resist 9% recovery attack. You can use this on hybrid monsters. You could possibly use this on aggressors as well, depending on what the last substat spawns. And I definitely do want to be crit rate, because most aggressors are light or dark. All right, it spawned HP, which is still very good. Meaning I can use this on defense aggressors. And there's actually more light defense aggressors, so this can be used on a light defense aggressor like one of my other light Nikes, or possibly a light Seedler. Alright, nice. 2 perfect rolls into resist already. And it's a conviction gem, so this is already looking pretty good. So we can get like 1 more roll into resist, make it a godly gem. Alright, roll a low roll into HP, which actually isn't too bad, because it is a defense gem, and defense aggressors could use every little bit of HP subs that they can get. So this is already a pretty good gem. I would say it's pretty good. It's not like top tier, because if I needed to be top tier, it would also have crit, but it's fine. It's fine as it is. This one's also another one it's a protection gem with defense and has resist, attack, and crit rate, so this is not a flat substat. I could possibly use this on a defense aggressor, or I could also use this on a bruiser monster that I might be using for PvP. So I'm going to get to +3, see what it spawns, and if it spawns something flat, I'll take it to +6. Spawn recovery, which is pretty bad. Alright, nice. Gave me the resist. Not bad at all. Alright, this is already a usable gem. It's already a pretty decent gem, because it has 2 rolls into resist. Take it to +9, see if it's good. Might speed this up. Actually, I'll probably speed this up. That one, since we already know it's a keeper, I'll just lock it and move on. This one, yeah, this one all has pretty good substats, but it's a defense life, so it's not as valuable as a life HP. But I'll still try to upgrade this. See if it gives me anything nice. Alright, give me crit damage. I think this gem should be pretty good, unless it like just keeps rolling to crit damage, then then it can be pretty bad as well. Hopefully it just always goes into resist and crit. Give me attack. That's interesting. This is definitely something I would put on one of the Titan monsters. Maybe a Courageous Striker. But I don't have that many Courageous Strikers. Well, I did recently pull another Water Indra. I haven't gemmed him. But I probably put all my Courageous Strikers on Leech anyways. So this gem might not be that useful. We'll take it to +9. Hopefully it gives me one roll into resist or one roll into crit. If it doesn't, I'm kind of not sure what to do with this gem. Come on, upgrade faster. I need to know if it's good. Alright, nice. This is a good gem. It's got one roll into resist. Not really suitable for an aggressor because it has 2 rolls into attack, but a bruiser definitely could use this gem. Or even like a half aggressor could use this gem as well. So yeah, that would also work. This is an HP intuition gem with resist, crit rate, crit damage, basically everything an aggressor needs. All I needed was for this to become a defense %, for this gem to be perfect, but we'll try it out. Now, intuition gems are mostly used to, they don't need to have as good substats as everything else to make things work, because a lot of times you can use them on attackers, you can also use them on aggressors. And either you get an intuition gem that has like very high rolls into resist, or you get one that has really high rolls into crit, and you can use them on either an aggressor or an attacker. Even the ones with really high roll on crit, you can use on aggressors if you have like at least 1 or 2 rolls in resist as well. So basically, intuition gems are I think the most versatile. You can use them on any type of monster. It's like my go-to set. Alright, nice. It's got 21% resist. Good stuff, good stuff. This has potential to become a top tier gem. Like if it rolls one more time into resist, then it becomes like extremely OP. Because it already has like one other roll into crit, and it's an intuition gem. So it's like, it's super, super strong. I guess since we already have some pretty good luck, let's see if we can get the last roll to go into resist. If the last roll goes into crit, it's also very, very strong. I would still say this is a very strong gem if the last roll can go into crit. But it would be something I would consider top tier if it can give me one more roll into resist. It's basically 3 rolls into resist currently. This is probably going to take a while. Come on. Clench your butt cheeks. Clench them hard. Maybe if I click it, it'll be faster. Alright, probably not. I'm kind of excited for this gem because it has potential. Like I just need one more roll into resist and it becomes like, it becomes something I can use, like something I can really use on one of my better units. Please resist. Resist. Are you guys as nervous as I am? I feel Tina's wrath. Come on, come on. Ooh, what? 27. All right, it was a low roll, but this is good. This is very good. All right, we're gonna use that on something very soon. Now, where did I keep this gem? This gem is a life gem. It's an attack gem, which isn't too useful. But I'm basically here to roll to see if it can go twice into resist, because I can use this on some Titans monsters, especially if it has high resist. Just to resist some of the other Titans debuffs, because some of them have very annoying debuffs. Kind of already don't like it. Alright, I'm pretty strict on my square gem, so I don't really need that one. This one's a 4 substat gem. Now this gem can be extremely sick. Like if it rolls like 4 times into resist, just think of the potential. Alright, it rolled the defense, which actually is still good. So basically I want to make like a really strong defensive gem that I might use on one of some tanky unit, possibly. See if it can go into resist. Like one of those like units that are actually balance type, but you need it to be really tanky. A gem like this would be perfect. Something like Light Valk. If you're using her along with like all other aggressors, she'd get targeted first because she's the squishiest, but you want to try to boost her tankiness up with substats. Something like this would be perfect, but those monsters are pretty rare. Something like Dark Yaksha. You want to build her full tank. Alright, nice. Since that one's a keeper, we'll just move on. This is an attack gem. I actually don't really need this. I don't know why I kept this. HP gem. Basically, I wanted to know, because it had defense substat, I wanted to know, and also had crit rate, I wanted to know if it can spawn resist. This one's very simple. If it doesn't spawn resist, sell. If it does, take the +6 or +9. Nope. It's an attack gem. Now this is something that that I'm always hunting for, because this is an attack gem with crit rate, and the crit has a perfect roll on the first roll. It's a 3 substat gem, so basically I don't really care what other substat it gives. All I'm concerned about is for it to give me as much crit as possible. Now this gem is useful no matter what, because all I really need is for it to roll twice into crit, and it's already very good, because I can pair this up with any, like if it gives me another perfect roll into crit, then I can pair this up with any other attack gem, and reach, like, I basically think of it like this. If you're using an intuition set on an attacker, all you need, with excluding the crit gem, the other 2 gems only need 3 rolls into crit combined. It doesn't matter how high or how low the rolls. It just needs 3 rolls into crit in order for it to in order for the gem to be like, for you to reach 100% crit, which is what you want. So as long as I get 1 more roll into this crit, then this gem is automatically good. The other thing is I'm also hunting for Alright, this is a perfect two roll crit. There's a way you can use these type of gems as well. If it's an intuition attack gem and it has exactly 15% crit, which is 7.5 plus 7.5. 7.5 is the highest roll for crit on a 6-star gem. So if you have this with another intuition gem, and even if the other two gems don't have any crit, you can reach 99% crit just with this gem alone. Plus the other 6-star crit gem, which is very, very easy to get. But the other good thing is if you can get another roll into crit on this gem, then this gem alone would already provide 100% crit for your monster. Or if you can get, you can also pair this with, like, you can also go triple attack on certain monsters with this, especially on some light monsters. You might be able to push 100% crit without the use of a crit rate gem as well. So that's actually something to consider. That's why I like to keep any attack gem, intuition attack gems that have any sort of crit rate. This one is like I'm the least strict on intuition gems. Everything else I'm pretty strict on. This one, yeah, this one's the same thing. It's got resist. Basically, I upgrade to +6, see what it gives me. If it gives me anything good, then I keep it. If it doesn't, then I sell. It's very, very, very simple. Alright, I'm already not too happy with this. Unless it goes into resist on the +6, I'm selling it. Alright, I went into attack. Sad. And it is a square one, so I'm not like too sad about it. This one's a crit rate siphon. I would keep no matter what. This one's a defense leech. Has crit rate. Yeah, I normally would keep. This one's a HP. Yeah, HP siphon. Pugilist crit rate. I don't think I think I should start selling some, like, because I normally don't sell pugilist gems, but I should start selling like really shitty ones. I want to see if I can get resist on this. Because I'm going to start selling like really shitty pugilist gems now. Same with leech. Siphon I would normally always keep if it's an attack siphon. Even if it has like the shittiest substats. As long as it's an attack siphon. But for like defense or HP siphon, I might start not using them. How many crit rate siphon gems do I have? Do I have other crit rate siphon gems or crit rate pugilist gems? I already have quite a few. That one has attack. This one has. That one actually has attack and crit damage. Alright, I won't sell for now. I won't sell for now. This one's an attack siphon gem. See if I can get lucky and have it spawn crit rate and roll multiple times into it for it to become like a top tier farming gem that I can use. And it doesn't give me crit rate, but it's fine. It's still an attack siphon gem. Can't really go wrong with those. I guess I'll do a few of these just so I can show you guys. I normally am not too strict on leech gems, but I should start because I'm starting to get quite a lot of leech gems, and some of these really aren't too good. Basically, I should aim for high crit rate, well, actually, high crit rate is actually the most important on the leech gems. So most of them need to have crit. And some of them can just be resist leech gems. So basically anything without crit rate or resist, I would sell. But if it has like 1 crit rate or 1 resist, I would still keep. So something like this. If I can... But also if it gives me like 4 non-flat substats, then I would also try to keep. But actually you can't give me 4 non-substats without giving me 1 crit. Or 1 resist, anyways. So So we're going to see if it gives me resist or crit rate. If it doesn't, then this gem is going bye-bye as well. Sad, sad leash gem. This one has resist. This one has crit rate. This one has crit rate. This one has resist. This one has resist. This one has... this one is a crit rate gem. These are also quite rare. I don't have a lot of them, so I normally keep those. Siphon I just keep for now because I still want to build up another Siphon Aggressor. See if I can use them for anything else. But I think that's pretty much it. I'm almost caught up. Like I think after like these 4 gems we'll be done. It's an attack conviction gem, but it has crit rate and resist. So I decided to try it out, see what it gives me. If it gives me another flat substat and it doesn't go into resist or crit rate at +6, then I'm selling it. But if it gives me like defense, defense is what I need, or HP, and it rolls in defense at the +6, then I would still use it. Maybe on like a Titan's monster or something like that. It's much easier to gem up monsters with conviction than it is to deal with life. Alright, give me another defense roll. This is an alright gem. I guess I can keep it. This one's a crit rate. It's got 16% resist. 2 rolls into recovery. It's not too good. I don't know why I kept this. There really isn't any use in a crit rate protection. I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking. Maybe keep it. This one's a good gem. It's got 4 substats that are good. Now, flat HP is very good in this situation because it's a life gem. That's HP %. So if you want to boost your HP up even higher, like you want to gem up HP Aggressor with triple HP and have its HP pool like extremely high, then you want it to like all roll into HP. But it's better if it rolls into resist, I think, in my opinion, because you don't need like that much HP. If you have that much HP without any resist, you're still gonna get wrecked in PvP. So I would actually rather have it roll into resist, and hopefully no attack. I really don't need too much attack. I feel like this gem's going to shit. The +6 goes into attack again. I'm selling it. Alright, that's it. I called it. What the... Are we done? Are we caught up? I think we're mostly caught up. Some of these I haven't upgraded yet, but something I can do in my own time, I think. But yeah, that is pretty much it. That's just something I want to share with you guys. Basically, just share a little bit of progression. Just kind of like my old daily videos where I would show like whatever little bit of progression I did. But I didn't really raise any new monsters, but I got a lot of new gems, so I decided to sort them out. We got 2 pretty good gems today. This one's a pretty good one. This is after maybe like 2 weeks or so of farming golems. So basically, like after 2 weeks of golems, we got like 2 pretty good gems. This attack valor gem with like 20% crit, and it has like 1 roll into crit damage, which isn't too bad. So this one's a pretty good one. This one's a 27% intuition gem, and it has crit damage and crit rate. So this is definitely a really good gem. Everything else is still pretty decent. Some of these are quite good. Yeah, can't really complain too much about these. Like 18% conviction, defense, triangle. Other 3 substats are all non-flat, but the recovery is kind of shitty. But you know, it's still not flat, so still better than flat recovery, right? You know, percent recovery is still slightly better than flat recovery, so I'll take it. But yeah, that is pretty much it. That's what I wanted to do today, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Hopefully you guys learned something about like gems and how the substats work and all that. But this is only for like pretty late game. If you have any questions, I guess the best place is like more relevant videos is if I do like progression videos or if I review people's accounts. I'm still doing that. I got a lot of people in queue now since that last video, so I'll need to start working on them, and also some monster spotlight videos. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.